Can't even describe it. It's so horrible. It just scared me to death.
Are you going to go back in and see more of the movie now?
Probably, yeah.
This case was made into one of the greatest horror movies of all time. And then you find out that there's a story behind the story and that it's real.
The beginning of Roland's case, this poor kid is terrified, and so's the rest of the family. They love Roland, but now Roland seemed very different.
The devil will play on a person's imagination. I would say that everything in the movie can actually happen.
He was waking up, going through these fits, these contortions, and screams and cries.
When the boy would speak in a very guttural kind of voice that didn't quite seem like the voice of a boy.
Something inside of him has given him unnatural strength and rage.
How can a child go from being innocent and pure to a monster? And I think that's where the curiosity lies.
I'm hearing it firsthand from people who saw it, who saw a bed levitate. The Alexian Brothers Hospital had a secure psychiatric facility where Roland could be taken out of the public eye. The Alexian Brothers were known for their secrecy.
It really is a battle. The demon inside of Roland is fighting back at the priest.
You could feel the powers of the devil. What I saw was real. What I touched was real. I would never forget.
The demon said to me, "You can't get rid of us. You're not strong enough."
Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into the chilling and mysterious story of the exorcism of Roland Doe. This real-life horror story has captivated audiences for decades, and we are here to explore the terrifying events that unfolded during the exorcism of Roland Doe. First, let's set the scene. It was 1949 in Maryland, and a young boy by the name of Roland Doe began to exhibit strange and disturbing behavior. His family noticed that he was speaking in languages he had never learned, levitating off of his bed, and even demonstrating superhuman strength. Terrified and unsure of what to do, Roland's family turned to the Catholic Church for help.
That compels you. The power of Christ! That the power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
Enter Father William Bodern, a priest who was tasked with performing the exorcism on Roland. The events that followed were nothing short of terrifying. During the exorcism, Roland would convulse and scream in agony, speaking in a guttural voice that was not his own. The room was filled with an otherworldly presence, and those in attendance felt a sense of dread and unease.
Exorcism is a powerful ritual. This is the belief of the church, that the devil will, in speaking through the body of the possessed, will attempt to tear down the priest, to destroy him physically and emotionally.
As the exorcism continued, Father Bodern and his team were faced with incredible obstacles. Objects would move on their own, strange phenomena would occur, and the entity possessing Roland seemed to have immense power. But despite these challenges, Father Bodern persevered, determined to rid Roland of the demonic presence that had taken hold of him.
Of our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with the Father and the Holy Spirit.
One particularly chilling moment during the exorcism occurred when Roland's body contorted in unnatural ways, defying the laws of physics. Witnesses reported feeling a cold chill in the room, and some even claimed to have seen dark shadows moving around them. The atmosphere was thick with fear and tension as Father Bodern fought against the forces of evil that threatened to consume Roland's soul.
On January 15th, 1949, Roland's mother hears what sounds like scratching noises inside the walls.
As the exorcism dragged on, Father Bodern began to question his own faith and resolve. The entity possessing Roland taunted him, mocking his beliefs and threatening to harm those closest to him. But Father Bodern remained steadfast, drawing on his inner strength and conviction to see the exorcism through to the end.
Sweetly, he's going. He's going. And finally, there he goes.
If a person during the exorcism feels that he must vomit, he does vomit during the exorcism. It happens quite frequently. Quite frequently. And it's a form of liberation.
As Roland falls asleep, Father Bowdern leaves the house for the night, thinking the boy finally purged the demon. But he is dead wrong.
About 2 a.m., Roland felt strange sensations in his stomach. And in a few moments, he began to call out fearfully, "He's coming back! He's coming back!" Father Bowdern was called at 3:15 a.m.
After weeks of grueling sessions, the exorcism finally reached its climax. Roland let out a deafening scream, and the room was filled with a blinding light. And then, suddenly, it was over. Roland lay on the floor, exhausted, but finally freed from the demonic presence that had tormented him for so long. But the story of Roland Doe doesn't end there. In the years following the exorcism, Roland went on to lead a normal life, free from the horrors of his past. However, the experience left a lasting impact on him, and he would forever be haunted by the memories of that fateful exorcism. The exorcism of Roland Doe remains one of the most chilling and enigmatic cases of demonic possession in history. It serves as a reminder of the power of faith and the strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable evil. And it continues to captivate audiences around the world, drawing us into a world of darkness and mystery that we may never fully understand. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the exorcism of Roland Doe. We hope you found this tale as fascinating and spine-tingling as we did. And remember, no matter how dark the forces of evil may seem, there is always hope and light to guide us through the shadows. Stay tuned for more chilling stories and mysteries on our channel. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious. Goodbye.